What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today Amazon has messed with the wrong fandom. Yes, they have, and it's a beautiful thing to see. After all of the stuff we have seen the last few years, the fact that Amazon can't even get away with a minute teaser trailer without the fans seeing right through the BS is perfect. And it's exactly what we've needed. The fact that they couldn't even get one teaser that was relatively normie-centric, and yet the Lord of the Rings fans have seen right through it, and now we are looking at ratio after ratio after ratio. This right here, as we talked about on Friday Night Tights, is very, very rare. And I want to put it in perspective for you so you can understand just how rare this is, because this doesn't happen normally with these big franchises or these big properties. Usually up front, the excitement overrides any concerns because of the genuine fandom that's out there. But Hollywood has shown us time and time and time again that they are not going to respect the lore. They're not going to respect the fans. And Lord of the Rings fans are seeing through it right up front. A ratio right now of 97,000 upvotes to 94,000 downvotes on the main Prime Video trailer that has 27,000 views. I want to put this in perspective for you so you understand how significant this is. Lord of the Rings fans are not going to be messed with. They are not here for your BS. Tolkien fans know exactly what they want, and they're going to hold you accountable, and it's a beautiful thing. Now, this is the primary trailer right here. 97,000 up, 94 down. It's going to get ratioed. It's going to happen. I think yesterday it was at 96 and 90. Now it's up to 97 and 94. So it will hit 100,000 downvotes before it hits 100,000 upvotes, more than likely. Then you go over to the UK trailer. This one, 22,000 upvotes to 44,000 down. Lord of the Rings fans ain't messing around. Now, to put this in bigger perspective, I want to show you a couple of other franchises that have been very, very disliked. Very, very much a lot of hate, and both of them failed ultimately. But up front, something like The Last of Us Part 2. As soon as it got a trailer, this is from 2018. This is the gameplay reveal. 523,000 upvotes to only 38,000 downvotes. That was the excitement level for The Last of Us Part 2, even though there was a lot of concerns up front, and even though we already heard what Neil Druckmann was going to do with this game, ultimately we found out the truth. Even with all of that, the excitement was overwhelmingly positive. Then you get to the official story trailer. That's where they turned off likes and dislikes. But that's 2 years later. That's 2 years after this one right here. And you see that massive ratio. Now compare that to this. Lord of the Rings fans are not to be messed with. Nothing but respect for them. Now you go to something else that was a complete and total disaster and failure. The Rise of Skywalker. There's the teaser trailer for Rise of Skywalker. 595,000 upvotes to 85,000 downvotes. Overwhelmingly positive. Yes, that's a lot of dislikes, but it's still overwhelmingly positive. Then you get to the final trailer. Still fairly good. 665,000 upvotes, 123,000 downvotes. You're starting to see the trend is starting to turn, but they were still able to get away with the release and give you the bait and switch. Lord of the Rings fans are rejecting this right up front, and they're not even letting you have any opportunity. They are basically saying it just like Az said. It's not my job to be excited for your stuff. It's your job to make me excited. This is something that means something to people, that matters to people, and they're not going to accept your garbage up front. It makes me wish that Star Wars fans and Marvel fans and DC fans were far more like Lord of the Rings fans. But no, Captain Marvel can be thrown out there and make $1 billion, and the Marvel, normies will eat it up. You got Rise of Skywalker, you've got all this trash out there. And yes, some of it's been better than others, but the Rise of Skywalker to me was worse than The Last Jedi. It was absolutely terrible. And that's a huge statement to make, but The Rise of Skywalker is such a terrible film. It really is. It had no idea what it wanted to be, mainly because Rian Johnson came in and screwed everything up, but then J.J. Abrams, just being the beta male that he is, just continuing to try to piece together Rian Johnson's disaster while still staying within that same continuity. It was just, again, The Rise of Skywalker was representative of the disaster known as the sequel trilogy. No planning whatsoever, no structure, no organization, and then we get to this shit show known as The Rise of Skywalker. But it still made $1 billion. I mean, it's just crazy. But Lord of the Rings fans are stepping up, and they are letting you know, Amazon, you messed with the wrong one. Now, you've still got the shill sites out there. You've got places like the OneRing.net. Oh dear, it looks like the Respect the Lord guys need to cancel Peter Jackson's movies with YouTube is destroying the Oscar-winning film. I mean, this site right here, and there's a few other of these Lord of the Rings sites that have been completely hijacked by activists and woke losers, and they're going to continue to be like the Star Wars shill sites. They really are. But they are being outweighed massively by the fan base. The fan base is letting you know they're not in for it. They're not going to deal with it. So while you have the shill sites out there, you have these people out there that are going to try to create a false narrative and call the fans racist and call the fans sexist and call the fans this and dismiss the fans. Oh, it's just a fringe group of people. It's just a small minority of people. It's just a few dudes in their basement. It's, you know, angry white guys, yada, yada, yada. We've heard this NPC song and dance so many times. And then people will say, well, Jeremy, you're just repeating the same stuff you've said in all the other videos. Because it's the same exact scenario. It's the same exact group of people. These social justice freaks. It's the same people that think you need to wear a mask in order to make them feel safe. Even though they are wearing the mask, and even though you're okay with them wearing the mask, they have decided you need to wear a mask so they can feel safe. It's the same type of group of people. You have to like the movie they like in order for them to enjoy the movie. But if you dislike it, it affects their enjoyment because they're weak-minded losers. It's the same mentality. It's why we continue to tell these dumbass conservatives and Republicans out there to stop trashing video games and video game culture and nerd culture and geek culture, because you're not doing any favors. Because the left continues to pander to people like that. And you're dismissing the biggest industry in the world. Because why? Because you want to pretend you're cool? It's absolutely insane. It's the same type of mindset that's affecting every single thing. This social justice aspect, these people that are fighting for diversity and inclusion and representation and claiming Star Wars never had women, you know, or Lord of the Rings never had women, and now because it has women, people are hating on it. It's the same people that get upset that you're not wearing a mask and go sit in the corner of their house and cry while they're wearing 7 masks. That's the same exact people. So that's why you hear us make the same exact points, because we're fighting the same exact mentality. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I appreciate that. And we have a lot of cool things coming. We were hanging out this past weekend with Big Daddy Unlimited in Gainesville, Florida. It was an amazing opportunity. We're going to have footage of that here on this channel. Check us out on Gaming with Geeks, our gaming channel over on YouTube. Ryan and I will be traveling to Dallas next week to make an appearance on You Are Here. That's going to be fantastic on Wednesday, so look out for that. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Check out geeksgamers.com, our website. Consider becoming a premium member for a minimum of $10 a month. Other than that, have a great day, and we will talk to you later.